Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a long trade here on crude oil. Let's get all of our orders in place. First target coming off 44.81. Second target coming off at 45.11. We're going to go ahead of that a little bit here and go to 8. That should be good there. So overall, beautiful movement today on crude oil. We've been having a lot of interesting stuff where we started off the day looking very, very bearish, and that bearishness was subsided and immediately turned right back around in the other direction, and now we're seeing continued bullishness. So because of that, we're actually looking at the day being more of just a range. Buy the lows, sell it right at the highs, and that's kind of what we're looking for. So buying right now on an extended wave pattern to the upside, right off of the BMT, beautiful little trigger back to the upside. 44.53 is the entry for contracts. Our first target coming off 44.81, but we do have a little bit of resistance here at 80, so we're going to go to 79 instead. So first target coming off at 79, that's going to be 26 ticks. Taking 2 off there, and then the final target's going to be a little bit higher at 45.08, and that's going to be 55 more ticks. Now we're taking 2 off at each level, so 26 and 26 is 52, plus another 55 and 55. That's 162 ticks possible on the whole move. So beautiful possibility for a big wave pattern back to the upside, and that's kind of what we're looking for right now. So we're getting all of the signs pointing to the up. Now we just have to let the market do what it wants to do. All the big news is out of the way. 10 o'clock was the last of the big news other than later today. We've got some bigger stuff coming out. But outside of that, really just kind of let the market do what it wants. We're bouncing off the BMT. We've got a beautiful extended wave pattern to the upside. Looking for the first target at 44.79. All right, seeing the buyers coming back in pretty heavy here, nearing into our first target at 79. Everything's looking great. So just need a little bit more follow through from them, but so far so good. We're coming a couple ticks away from it. We've got a beautiful bounce off the trigger zone. The BMT's whole, everything is holding down here. And just this day type is, I think, the most interesting thing. It started out looking so bearish, and it turned right back around and went back up. And all the markets are kind of looking like they're doing the same thing, in that you're getting one big unidirectional move to start the day off, and then it's completely reversing it and going the other direction. So we're seeing that kind of follow through on all of the markets. So we're testing our target. We never got it filled, but we're testing it, just looking for a little bit more follow through. But overall, really interesting price action to kind of get the day going. Just need to see a fill of 79, and then we can look for our next target up at 45.08. And there we go. Now we got it filled. So we can lock our stop into break even. And because of this latest swing that happened right here, this little pullback right there and then turns right back up, if we can break the highs here at 44.90 on the way up for looking for that 45.08, we could easily lock in along with that because that's underneath the cloud. It's underneath the swing. It is above the BMT, but outside of that, everything else looks pretty solid. So we'll give this a little bit of time here. We got our first target filled. Now we're looking for 45.08 next. All right, so seeing continued large buying pressure tested and filled. There we go. We got our final target all in one big move right there. Took a little bit of profit taking from the looks of it at around 10:30 there. Slight little pullback and then immediately ripped right back up to the upside. So with that move higher, that gave us our final target. 2 off at 26, 2 off at 55. Beautiful large wave pattern back to the upside. 162 ticks on the trade, and that locks in $1,620 on only 4 contracts with 10 ticks of initial risk. Gorgeous move, and now we're at the highs, so now we can look to cycle this right back down if it wants to continue this rotation from low to high, high to low. We could see this wave pattern right back in the other direction. So really interesting day of price action, beautiful wave pattern, 162 ticks in the bank. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.